This video is dedicated to a very special someone. You know exactly who you are.
Vlog every damn day.
Hello Jamie-thians, for any of you guys who made it past that intro and thought for even a moment this is directed at me, then you have already reached the level that I'm about to discuss in this video. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about how to be a diva and use these tips and tricks as a cautionary tale for those of you who may be on the path to divadom, or to those of you who are already one, or to those of you who are trying to combat one. There's like this unspoken code about divas, but nobody really ever talks about it. When you see someone who's kind of like, oh, I'm so awesome and I'm so cool, but deep down you know they really aren't that cool, but somehow they have this air of confidence about them, and they actually think that they're really cool when in fact they're just kind of a loser. There are people in everyday life, in every single job setting, that have this personality and this aura about them, and nobody likes them. You know exactly who I'm talking about. That is a person who would typically be called a diva. There are some people who really enjoy hanging out with divas, and these people I do not understand. And there are some people who are paid all day long to babysit these divas. First off, to be a diva, you really want to lose your sense of identity and self-respect and self-worth, and you want to take up a brand new identity, one that doesn't exist and is fictitious, and one that you can easily project from someone else and inject into yourself. For instance, if you are like a singer and you think that you're like the shit, then you would go to a place mentally where you thought, yes, I am Carrie Underwood. If you're kind of just middle management and you don't really do anything cool, you kind of have this mindset that you are like the most important person in your job setting. Most divas like only themselves, but they only like themselves because they are such a small little itty bitty person on the inside that they have to create this big grandiose person that doesn't really exist. Second, you want to completely inflate your head with ideas that you are actually this cool. So you might want to find someone who can inflate these ideas, someone who can kind of be a buffer for that and make other people think you're that cool. Kind of like how Regina George had those two stupid friends. They made her look so much cooler because they were so dumb. I'm not a partier, but it's kind of like when you bring that ugly friend with you to a party so that you look so much better. It's not that you're actually attractive or that you're actually really cool, it's just your ugly friend makes you look so much cooler than you are. Step number 3 is that you go on tyrant rages just out of nowhere for no reason. It's like that really classic cheesy TV example of that really famous person that doesn't like blue peanut M&Ms, even though the rest of the peanut M&Ms are exactly the same, they just don't like the color blue. You kind of have to adopt this childish 5-year-old mentality. Not even 5, you want to go down to like terrible 2. So like, let's say you're watching this video and you think I'm talking about you, you would just flip out and send this video to all of your friends and you'd be like, this dude is such a dick, he's talking about me, I know it, he's mentioned my name somewhere in here. And then all your friends are like, wait, when did he mention your name? And then you're like, listen to this word, it sounds just like my name. Step number 4 is you want to just make everything a huger situation than it is. So let's say you're like cutting a piece of paper and like you accidentally go in the wrong direction. Afterwards, you would go and tell everybody that you almost sliced your fingers off with scissors cutting paper. If you like overdrew on your bank account by like 30 cents, you would want to go and tell every single person on Facebook that you almost overdrew like $1,000 out of your account when you went on this huge spending spree with your boyfriend or lack thereof, your imaginary boyfriend, and you just overdrew all this money and now you are in so much debt. So like everything has to be a huge story. Make everything bigger than it is. The 5th step is to assume that everyone wants to be your friend, and that everyone wants to get to know you in some capacity. So like, you're walking down the street and you see a hobo and he stands up and like asks for some pennies. Then you would think, oh my gosh, this hobo wants to be my friend. Like, no one will ever leave me alone. They all want to be my friend. If you see someone that's kind of like following you for a couple of blocks, you would think, this person is stalking me. They want to see me like so bad that they're following me for blocks. Even if they turn into a store or into a corner and they go somewhere else, a completely wrong direction, you think in the back of your head they want to find me and they're following me and they're just waiting to jump out at me. You need to assume that everyone wants to be your friend. So if someone sits down with you at lunch, you think in your head, oh my gosh, they want to be my best friend. I need to stay away from them because they're creeps and I don't feel comfortable with them. Again, it's blowing everything up to the nines. The sixth and final step is the most important. Yes, being a diva encompasses all of these things that I've mentioned. However, the sixth step is definitely the most important because it involves starting unnecessary rumors and drama about people. Gossip is very important to a diva. Actually, divas die if they don't have some kind of gossip floating around them at any given time. But kind of think Mean Girls. That movie is a treasure trove on understanding the mind of the modern diva. These are all ways that you can become a diva, and these are ways that you can kind of learn how to understand a diva, because really deep down inside, they're really sad, lonely, dark, depressed people, and they're never really gonna get anywhere with their lives. So you should kind of feel bad for them in some way, you know? But thank you guys all so much for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow with another video. Peace out. Big amounts. Oh my god, this pen is such a bitch. It tried to write on my face, and now I have big red lips, and everyone is looking at me really weird, and I really just think it was very uncool that this pen tried to like write all over my face. And I heard that it's actually sleeping with a pencil, so don't tell anybody, because I mean, like, if you do, make sure to tell them that like she actually got an STD from it. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that. Did I say that? I didn't mean to.